question for the audience, and I guess you're asking me this question.
Yeah.
Do you think church has become too focused on entertainment? Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I think so. Defining entertainment, what would you say? How would you?
That's a good way of putting it.
Right.
I would say too much of the glitter, the glitz and the glamour, and just all of those things. I guess you could say, are there too much things in the church that are just not necessary? Is there too much being added and really taken away when it comes to,
Yeah.
what we hold in our services, what we're spending money on, what we're putting our effort into as a church?
Yeah.
Is it just too much? Is it focused too much on entertainment?
I think so. I think there's a lot of things that people throw in. What's hard is, people spend thousands and thousands of dollars, on lights, on sound, and I've wondered at times, how do you justify that with, needing to help people, who need help? You know what I'm saying? Is the budget too big for a church? Because I think, and again, I'm not bashing churches that are doing that. It's just, it brings up really some important questions for the church.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment, on this and that, and are we helping? I'm not saying we shouldn't do those things.
Right. Is it fruitful? Is it helpful? Is it beneficial?
Yeah, and I think to some extent, we should have a budget for things, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And we want quality, but not at the expense of not being able to help people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so if you prioritize how you look rather than what you should be, then you've lost who you are as a church.
Gotcha.
So again, I'm not beefing. I'm just saying.
Isn't it very similar to you, to individually, us as people? Like, if we focus too much on our outside and looking and what we look like to everybody else, and we forget what's on the inside and what really matters, we can become too superficial of a person.
And the thing is that when you talk about, it's relative. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're poor compared to other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, we don't have as much as the other person. There's always someone who has more and always someone who has less.
Yeah.
So that's hard on the individual to gauge something like that, But yeah,
for sure. I think that's a good way to start this one off, because we're going to be dealing with things that aren't actually absolute. It's going to be some gray areas, I think.
Right.
Some room for improvement, some room for discussion, and some room for a lot of questions.
Yeah, for sure.